important to be able to identify when figures are congruent and when they are not. The symbol that looks like kind of like an equal sign with a little squiggly over it represents, we're going to say congruent, to. And now remember, congruent is just a fancy way of saying equals, okay? So let's check out example 1. We just want to make sure all the sides are equal to each other, all the angles are equal to each other. So the question is asking, is triangle ABC congruent to triangle DEF? Well, what we want to do is we want to go through the same way that the congruent statement is written. So we want to check first if side AB is equal to side DE. AB is 6 and DE is 6. Those are equal. Then we move on to, okay, BC and EF. BC is 8, EF is 8. We're good there. Lastly, we have AC and we have DF. And AC is equal to 10, DF is equal to 10. We are good to go on the sides. Okay, all those sides are equal to each other. Now we just need to check the angles. So first we want to compare angle A with angle D because those come first in the congruent statement. So angle A, angle D, we can see they both just have one angle mark, which means those are congruent. Next we look at B and E. Angle B and angle E are both right angles, right? So that means that they are 90 degrees, they are congruent to each other. Lastly, we look at F and C, and angle F, angle C both have two angle marks, therefore are congruent. So after all of this checking, we can verify that yes, indeed, triangle ABC is congruent to triangle DEF. All right, example 2. We have two rectangles in this problem, okay? And we can see they're kind of kind of rotated a little bit. So in order to help, I'm just going to fill in some opposite sides because we know opposite sides of rectangles are equal. And that way we can compare all of the sides to each other. Now remember, we always start with the congruent statement and the sides. So we're going to check out side AB as well as side WX, okay? And side AB, we can see, is equal to 10, while side WX is equal to 8. Last time I checked, 10 is not equal to 8, okay? So right there, we can actually stop the problem. We have proven that these are not congruent shapes, because all of the sides have to equal each other, all of the angles have to equal each other. All right, last one here, we have triangle ABC and triangle DEF. Now don't panic that there's no side lengths. Remember that the tick marks indicate congruent sides, okay? So we know that one tick mark is congruent to the other side with one tick mark. All right. So let's start with side AB and side DE. We can see AB, DE, they both have one tick mark. They are congruent. Now let's move on to side BC and side EF. BC, EF, both have 3 tick marks. They are congruent. Lastly, we do AC and DF. AC, 2 tick marks. DF, 2 tick marks. They are congruent. Alright, now we check out our angles. We want to make sure angle A is equal to angle D. Angle A, angle D. Looks great. Angle B and angle E are also congruent, and then similarly for angle C and angle F. So after all this work, we can now confirm that these two triangles are congruent, and we're done.